Welcome back. The second season of Reacher ends with Dixon and Alan Ritchson's characters moving on from their romance, and there are valid reasons why their romance ends. Even Jack Reacher is afraid of something, even though he has defeated gangsters, criminals, and assassins without ever losing his composure. Unfortunately for the ladies in his life, that something is commitment. But when Dixon joined the Reacher Season 2 cast, things appeared to be different because the two had a past together that Roscoe did not have. Because of Reacher's professional code of ethics as the head of the 110th Special Investigators, their attraction was initially disregarded, but it didn't take long for their Season 2 reunion to go into the bedroom. Unlike Roscoe from Season 1, Reacher and Dixon behaved like a newly formed couple throughout Season 2, which offered hope that their tryst might continue into the credits of the conclusion. Unfortunately, history really does repeat itself. Following their last encounter at a motel, Reacher and Dixon split ways, with Ritchson's protagonist going back to his state-to-state wanderings. While their choice makes perfect sense for a number of reasons, it may come as a surprise given how much potential Reacher and Dixon's relationship held during the previous 8 episodes. What Reacher Season 2 finale's Dixon means by old business in the Reacher Season 2 finale, the pivotal discussion occurs in the 110th motel room. Dixon calls the circumstances around the couple old business, and Reacher couldn't agree more. Although the term is vague, it basically means that the romance plot of Reacher Season 2 was set in the past rather than the future. Naturally, Reacher had no intention of becoming a married man to Dixon, and Dixon was aware that she was powerless to stop him from leading an attachment-free existence. Rather than ignoring their former feelings for one another, Reacher and Dixon have been talking about them as though they were a persistent itch that needed to be scratched. And scratching it really loudly, Neagley claimed. Reacher and Dixon's relationship in Season 2 wasn't just a hookup or an officers with benefits arrangement. It also wasn't the beginning of a promising future. Reacher and Dixon were mature enough to know that whatever they had was just temporary, but they also had genuine feelings for one another that went beyond simple passion. They took pleasure in that while it persisted, but when it was time to move on, they did so in a cordial manner. Reacher Season 2 broke Lee Child's Jack Reacher novel canon by bringing back Malcolm Goodwin's Finlay from Season 1. Reacher's willingness to include former characters was demonstrated by Finlay's cameo, which suggests that the remaining special investigators may make an appearance in Season 3 and beyond. With how Reacher Season 2 concludes her journey, Dixon appears to have a particularly high chance of returning. Reacher and Dixon are able to part ways amicably in the motel scene of the second season finale, even if not every woman would have welcomed their lover's departure with such joy. Reacher can now ask his old bean counter for assistance in handling issues in the future. Furthermore, Dixon has now stated unequivocally that she doesn't think Reacher will ever get married. Dixon doesn't have the same hopes for their future together as Roscoe did in the Reacher Season 1 finale when she gave him her phone number. Again, this implies that in the event that Reacher runs into issues in any of the upcoming seasons on Amazon, Dixon will be among the first persons he calls. Finding problems is something Jack Reacher excels at more than avoiding romantic commitment. For more, subscribe.